Tonight on UCentral News. The United States and Israel's conflict with Iran is officially on day 3, but could last weeks. Find out more next. Rain, go away. This week brings chances of severe storms for Oklahoma. Elijah DePona will let you know when those storms are moving in. Zendaya and Tom Holland have reportedly tied the knot. Zach Sexton has all of the details. And Central Oklahoma Wrestling claimed its 6th straight Super Regional 4 title on Sunday. Phil Rodriguez will break down that tournament later in sports. All that and more happening right now on UCentral News.
Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Good evening, I'm Abby Avers.
And I'm Kaden Snow, and welcome to this edition of UCentral News.
The U.S. and Israel's war with Iran has entered day 3 today. Israel has vowed more strikes on Lebanon as Jerusalem trades blows with Hezbollah.
The terror group said it attacked an Israel base in response to the killing of Iran's supreme leader. The waves of violence have disrupted travel, shaken metropolitan areas, and resulted in the deaths of civilians and U.S. service members.
Lee Waldman reports from Washington, D.C.
In a rare briefing from the Pentagon Monday morning, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
This is not a so-called regime change war, but the regime sure did change, and the world is better off for it.
In his first remarks since the U.S. and Israel launched Operation Epic Fury, a massive and coordinated missile attack on Iran. Secretary Hegseth claiming Iran has carried out attacks for decades in a one-sided war against America.
We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it.
Iran's national security chief posting on X that, quote, Iran did not start this war, and warning the country, quote, unlike the United States, has prepared itself for a long war. A war that has already seen several hundred people killed in Iran, according to the Red Crescent Society. 3 U.S. fighter jets were shot down by Kuwait in an apparent friendly fire incident, the U.S. says, and 4 U.S. troops based in Kuwait killed in Iran's response.
Sadly, there will likely be more.
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, cautioning the U.S. war against Iran will not consist of a single overnight operation and delivering a clear message to anyone who might threaten the U.S.
Understand clearly, we can reach you, we can sustain the fight, and we can scale the fight, and we will prevail.
With the Iranian Supreme Leader dead, questions remain as to who will lead the country. In Washington, D.C., I'm Lee Waldman.
Most Americans disapprove of U.S. military action in Iran, and a majority think it's a long-term conflict is likely. That's according to a new CNN poll conducted by research firm SSRS. Nearly 6 in 10 say they oppose the decision to strike Iran, and more than half believe that the conflict will drag on for an extended period of time. Most also question President Donald Trump's handling of the situation, with 60% saying he does not have a clear plan. Most also say he could seek congressional approval before any further action. Just 12% support sending U.S. ground troops into Iran.
In the expanding war with Iran, the death toll is rising. U.S.-Israeli joint strikes on Iran killed its supreme leader. A growing list of senior officials, and according to state media, more than 150 girls at an elementary school. Iran is retaliating with strikes against its neighbors as its top official says Tehran, quote, will not negotiate with the United States. Maribel Gonzalez brings us the latest on the conflict as the president makes his first remarks on the war with Iran.
Today, the United States military continues to carry out large-scale combat operations in Iran to eliminate the grave threats posed to America by this terrible terrorist regime.
In his first remarks since strikes in Iran started Saturday, President Donald Trump said Iranian leaders ignored U.S. warnings not to rebuild its nuclear program.
An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat.
The president also told CNN Monday that the U.S. military is, quote, knocking the crap out of Iran, but the big wave is yet to come. At least 4 American service members have already been killed.
In their memory, we continue this mission with ferocious, unyielding resolve.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said the U.S. strikes on Iran are not meant to be a regime change, but called on Iranians to, quote, to take advantage of the opportunity while explaining the president's mission.
Destroy the missile threat, destroy the Navy, no nukes.
The war is sending shockwaves across the globe, disrupting air travel and hiking gas prices in the U.S. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries called on lawmakers to pass a war powers resolution in a vote expected later this week.
The American people want us to focus on making their life better, making their life more affordable, not getting involved in another endless war in the Middle East that is going to end in failure.
I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
Gas prices are starting to climb as the war with Iran rattles global oil markets, and analysts say even steeper increases are likely coming soon. According to AAA, the national average for regular gas was just under $3 a gallon on Monday. That's up about 6 cents from a week ago. Analysts say drivers could see prices rise 5 to 10 cents a day in the short term. They point to panic from wholesalers, some of which are raising their prices by 25 cents a gallon out of fear of massive price increases. While gas prices normally spike this time of year due to seasonal demand, experts say the war with Iran has only sped up these increases. Elijah, how's it looking out there?
As we head outside, we can see a cloudy, calm 47 degrees out there with the wind is going northeast, going about 2 miles per hour. Okay, the humidity is about to be 74% out there, so you're going to be able to feel it in the air. It feels like 52 degrees, so still jacket weather, still a little brisk out there. We look through the allergy index, we're going to see that the weed is pretty low. We're going to see the mold and grass are neck and neck, but the tree has grown pretty high, right? So I don't need to tell anybody that does have any tree pollen allergies that they need to stay ready, you need to stay set, because I know you already have your Kleenexes in your pocket or something like that. If we look through the rain forecast, we see that today we're good. So today we don't have any rain forecast or any rain chances, but as we keep looking throughout the week, on Tuesday we're going to increase up to 25. Wednesday is where it really shoots up all the way up to 96%. Thursday is going to lower back down around 55, and then Friday's going to shoot right back up there at 96. We look ahead, we're going to see that we're going to have a rainy week coming up, right, with hazardous weekend conditions because of those rain chances in the beginning of the week. As we look, we're going to have overcast throughout the week and thunderstorms inbound. A little fun fact for y'all, we're going to have a blood moon tonight, right, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Right back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Elijah. It's officially Women's History Month, and the American Association of University Women here at UCO will be hosting an event every week of the month. Here's a couple of them. This week on March 5th, AAUW will host an exceptional women's brunch from 11 to 1 p.m. in the Nye. Also coming up this month is Her Story, Her Career, a meet and greet with successful women in a variety of careers. Other events include Her Story, Her Voice, and Her Story, Her Community. For more information about these events, you can find AAUW on Instagram.
Some national treasures could be heading to an airport near you. The so-called Freedom Plane is on its way after taking off from Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport Monday. The 737 is carrying at least 10 lesser-known founding-era documents from the National Archives. It's bringing them to museums in various cities to mark the nation's 250th anniversary. The destinations include Kansas City, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Houston, Denver, Miami, Detroit, and Seattle.
Well, like Elijah said earlier, that rain is moving in. He'll have more for you after the break.
It's time to explore, to come out and play. Our city is waiting, so what do you say? Whether daytime or nighttime, the right time is now. Finding those moments to make you go wow. Amazing new places to fit every mood. Shopping and dining. Did we mention the food? There are green parks and ballparks and water parks too. Museums, attractions, and also a zoo. The modern frontier is the friendliest place. Now is the time for your dreams to be chased.
It's the Roadway Replay.
Time for the lightning round, Brian. Let's rewind your drive to work. How far did your car travel while you checked your phone? 20 feet, 100 feet, the length of a football field?
100 feet.
Oh, sorry, Brian. In just 3 seconds on the highway, your car traveled the length of a football field.
Distracted driving? It's no game.
Hi there, Elijah DePono with your full look of weather. As we head outside, we'll see that we have a calm, cloudy 47 degrees out there. The wind going north-northeast around 2 miles per hour. Nothing too noticeable. But the humidity is going to be up there around 74%. It's going to feel like 52 degrees out there. Cool, a nice brisk day ahead of us. If we look, we see that we settle around 58 degrees as our peak, but we look throughout the entire states. Want to see up there in Woodward is going to be similar as us with 58. Clinton as well, 58. But we look lower part in states like Altus. We look like places like McAllister and Idabel. They're going to be climbing up in the temperatures. With Idabel being the highest, we have, one of the highest, I should say. Don't forget the Panhandle. The Panhandle being the highest at 70. We look through tonight. Like I said, we're going to settle around a 54 degrees. We're going to settle at 54 degrees, mostly cloudy, right? With east-southeast wind going 7 miles per hour. The humidity is going to lower just a tiny bit, down to 70%, and there's still no rain chances. As we look throughout the state, tonight we're going to be at 54. The lower part of the states are still going to be a little higher in those degrees. McAllister being at 60, and Ardmore being around 59, but Ponca City, a little bit higher in the state, is going to be one of the lowest we have tonight with 50. Tulsa around 55, and we look at the Panhandle right here with our lowest 45. We look through tomorrow, we'll see that we're going to settle around 59, 79 degrees. But the lower part of the states, as I keep saying, it stays hot. It stays a little heated, all right? We've got 81 right over here with Ardmore 81 and McAllister 81 and Idabel, right? And we got Lon with 80 and Altus at 81 as well. We look through the forecast for tomorrow. Today, the day is going to start out around 72 degrees. With cool 72 degrees, we move throughout the day with a peak of 78 degrees, and we're going to end the day around 53 degrees. We look through the entire forecast. Today, no rain chances, but as we keep moving, like I said, 25%, 96%, 55%, 96, and 55. It just keeps going. I'm going to have a little bit more for you on the last look. But before I leave, quick question about the blood moon. I know I've seen a blood moon. I've seen all these things. Have y'all ever seen a blood moon? Have you ever seen any eclipse of any kind?
I don't think so, but 6 a.m. is a little bit early for me. I don't know if I'll make this one.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure I've ever seen a blood moon either. I may have forgotten. Thank you so much, Eliza. Coming up, a fitness influencer is facing online backlash after admitting to stolen valor.
And are Tom Holland and Zendaya married? Zach Sexton will have your social media update after the break.
Rugged, rough, built for the road ahead.
Sometimes I feel like a shell of a man.
Commercials are fake. What you're feeling isn't. Call or text 988, Oklahoma's mental health lifeline.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move forward, daily living the Bronco way, being reflective of our neighborhood, community, history, and Oklahoma. This is what has made us who we are. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the third largest university in Oklahoma. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Hello Broncos, I'm Zach Sexton with your Monday social media update. Actor Shia LaBeouf is once again facing legal trouble in New Orleans after being arrested for a second time on Saturday in connection with a Mardi Gras altercation. The situation stems from an incident on February 17th in the city's French Quarter, where authorities say an argument outside a bar turned physical. LaBeouf was initially taken into custody shortly after the dispute. Following further investigation, police later issued an additional misdemeanor battery warrant, leading to a second arrest tied to the same episode. Officials say the case remains active, and LaBeouf is expected to appear in court later this month as the legal process continues. While we are speaking about court cases, Elon Musk is back in court, this time over his tumultuous takeover of Twitter. The trial kicked off on Monday in San Francisco federal court. The case centers around statements made by Musk in May of 2022, when Musk said his ideal to buy Twitter was temporarily on hold over concerns about spam accounts. Twitter shares fell sharply after those posts and remained volatile for months. Plaintiffs argue Musk publicly attacked the company in a strategy to drive down its market value, so he could potentially acquire Twitter for less than the original offer. Musk denies wrongdoing and says his statements were true at the time. The investors have not said how much money they are seeking in damages. While Elon Musk's legal battle continues to unfold, another public figure is drawing attention for a very different reason. Fitness influencer Malibu Fit Max, whose real name is Lee Markham, recently came under scrutiny on social media. After admitting he was not truthful about part of his military background, he did serve in the military from 2005 to 2010, but he acknowledged that he falsely claimed to have survived an IED explosion while serving in the military. Markham later explained that he added IED survivor to his social media bio during a time when he was dealing with negative comments online about his appearance and poor mental health. But he now says that that decision was wrong. Shifting from online controversy to entertainment buzz, Zendaya is now back in the spotlight for a major personal update. Spider-Man co-stars Tom Holland and Zendaya are now married, according to the actress's stylist. Celebrity stylist Law Roach says the 29-year-old Hollywood stars wed in secret. Rumors began swirling after Zendaya was spotted with a gold band last month. It appears to have taken the place of a diamond ring that she wore to the Golden Globes in 2025. Zendaya stars in Euphoria and Dune Part 2, and Holland plays Peter Parker in the most recent Spider-Man movies. Neither Zendaya nor Holland has confirmed this is true. Abby, Cadence, I absolutely loved it when the two were on Lip Sync Battle in 2017. What's your favorite thing you've seen the power couple do?
Well, them on Lip Sync Battle was pretty amazing, but I loved Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm excited for Doomsday. Zendaya better be in that one.
Thank you, Zach. Coming up, wrestling wins another championship, and I sat down with UCO golfer Estela Castillo. Stay with us.
Sometimes it makes everything funny. Sometimes it's nothing to laugh about. Weed. It's funny like that. And unlike alcohol, with marijuana, there's no legal limit. So even if you don't feel high, you could get a DUI. No matter how much weed you've had, don't get behind the wheel, because driving impaired is illegal, and that's no joke.
Hooves up, roll Chos. Today's a great day to cheer on the Broncos.
Welcome back to the Pain Train.
Okay, Sean, here's your final question. A train hitting your car is the same as your car hitting a boulder, a brick wall, or a soda pop can.
A brick wall?
At a whopping 20 million pounds, a train will crush your car like a pop can.
Beating a train? It's a game you can't win.
Happy Monday, Broncos. I'm Phil Rodriguez. Here's your Monday sports block. Starting out, we've got second-ranked Central Oklahoma Wrestling claimed its 6th straight Super Regional 4 title Sunday at the Hamilton Fieldhouse, sending 8 Broncos to the national tournament. Leading the way was senior Gabe Johnson, who made history at 157 by becoming just the 4th four-time regional champion in UCO history, while extending his current win streak to 32 matches in a row. Johnson went 4-0 on the day, outscoring his first 3 opponents a combined 49-1 before beating Nicholas Zamora of Maryville 14-8 in the finals. Also earning his first regional title was 133-pounder Jason Henschel, who went 3-0 with 3 consecutive bonus point wins, capping the day with a 10-0 finals victory. The NCAA Division II Wrestling Championships are set for March 13th and 14th in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. UCO is looking to reclaim the national title after winning back-to-back championships in 23 and 24. Nebraska Kearney won it last year. And now on to basketball. The Central Oklahoma Broncos are headed to Kansas City as the 9 seed in the MIAA Men's Basketball Championship, set to tip off Wednesday night at 6 p.m. inside Municipal Auditorium against 8 seed Pittsburgh State. The Broncos enter at 16-15 on the year, but don't let the record fool you. UCO has been banged up all season, and Coach Bob Hoffman says just making it this far is a testament to his team's toughness. Leading the charge for UCO is junior forward Matthew Willenborg, who finished second in the MIAA in scoring and led the league in both rebounding and block shots. He ranks 3rd in the entire country in blocks. This is the 3rd meeting between these two teams this year. Pittsburgh State took the first game in Kansas in December, 77-63, but UCO answered with a 69-59 win in Edmond in January. The winner will advance to face top seed Washburn in the quarterfinals Thursday night. Last season, UCO ran this exact same route as the 8 seed, knocking off Washburn and Pitt State before falling to Fort Hays State in the championship game. Tip-off Wednesday is set for 6 p.m. Now moving over to women's golf, Abby actually sat down with a member of the UCO golf team, Estella Castillo, to get an inside look on the season.
I'm here with Estella Castillo, who plays for the UCO women's golf team. Now, Estella, you're an international athlete. How did you end up in Oklahoma and UCO?
Well, it all started when I was around 15 or 16, and I started the recruiting process because I wanted to come to the States and play golf and get my degree at the same time, and UCO was a good option.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was the transition like going from playing in Spain to here playing collegiate in the U.S.?
It was definitely an adjustment, but I feel like it would be like that for everyone at some point, transitioning from high school to college, but having good teammates and a good coach and obviously good professors, it's always very welcoming. And everyone's really nice here.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. Now, I want to talk to you about this season. Now, it did just start, but you finished second at the last invitation that you just went to, just a couple shots shy of first place. What was going through your mind down that final stretch?
Well, one of the things I did before going through that tournament was just deciding to have fun and enjoy. So I didn't know that where I was positioned. After the first day, I knew I was 6th, I think. But I didn't want to think about it too much, so I just played and tried to have fun. I assumed people would shoot really low, which didn't really happen. So I'm just really happy with how it ended up.
Absolutely, and you should be. That's an incredible accomplishment. After coming so close to a win last week, what statement are you hoping to make this week here in Edmond?
I'm hoping to continue to have fun and to still appreciate whatever comes with the upcoming tournaments.
Now, just as we said, the season has just started, but looking ahead, do you have any personal goals for the season or for the team?
I'm really hoping for the team we get close to winning. I'm really hoping we get the chance to go to nationals, but we need to put in the work for that. And from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's just a long way.
Yeah, Absolutely. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Abby. That was fantastic. What a great interview. Stella's in Kicking Bird right now at the Invitational these next couple of days. But what I want to talk with y'all about is our wrestling team. We have a chance to win, as UCO, I believe, our 28th national championship as a school. What do y'all feel about our chances?
Well, they have been doing incredible all season, and I'm not surprised with the results of the regional tournament, and I wish them best for the national.
Yeah, every time they hit the mat, you can really tell they put the work in.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Phil.
Thanks,
Coming up, NASA is still testing the Artemis shuttles to take a crew to the moon.
And Elijah will have our last look at weather after the break.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move to meet our students where they are and get them where they want to go. Over time, thousands of students have made the move to UCO. They come to pursue their passions and find their calling, to improve their lives, families, and communities. UCO moves and motivates students in and out of the classroom. Here, potential takes flight. Our students' curiosity ignites a spark that fuels transformation. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the university that hasn't stopped moving since 1890. In fact, we are gaining momentum.
This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
NASA is adding a new step to its historic moon landing mission. The space agency has announced that there will be an additional crewed test flight before attempting to land on the moon. Artemis 3 was the mission previously used to refer to a moon landing. However, NASA said that would be a different mission entirely. It will involve launching a crewed NASA capsule to Earth's orbit to dock with a prototype lunar lander vehicle. The space agency hopes Artemis 3 will get off the ground next year. The moon landing mission will now be referred to as Artemis 4. It is still slated for 2028. Meanwhile, NASA is still trying to get Artemis 2 off the ground. The mission to take 4 astronauts on a test flight around the moon was supposed to launch this month, but now, due to a series of delays, it won't launch until April at the earliest. Now, Elijah has your last look at weather.
Hi there, Elijah with your last look at weather. As we look to tomorrow, we're going to see we start the day out 72 degrees. As we keep going, we're going to reach a peak of 78 degrees. And at the end of the day, we're going to settle a good 53 degrees, all right? If we look through the entire week, we're going to see that Monday, we start a little cold with no rain. But as we keep going throughout the week, we're going to have more rain chances with us, peaking up there Wednesday and on Friday at 96%. All right, we got Thursday and Tuesday, a little bit with 55% as well, another 55 on Saturday. But the thunderstorms are going to come throughout the week and to our weekend. So I want y'all to stay ready for that. Keep an umbrella with you. But that's all I'm going to have for your last look at weather. Back here to y'all at the desk.
Bluebell Creameries is adding another flavor to its roster. Honey vanilla ice cream arrives in stores Thursday. Bluebell describes it as simple with a mild sweetness. Honey vanilla is available for a limited time.
That sounds pretty good. Are you going to try it?
Yeah, I'm going to go buy it all out.
That does sound pretty good. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. But before we go, we just want to make sure you are weather aware this weekend. I'm Abby Avers.
And I'm Kaden Snoll.
Have a good night.